So it looks like I'm back on reconnected again. So yeah, it's one of the things where apart from everything being good on my side, it is what it is. But give it a couple more minutes, then I'm gonna dial off just because it looks like it's not streaming with any type of use of actually being able to have some good back and forth. So with that being the case, I'm gonna get ready to dial back. But with that being the case, I wanted to try to at least log off on a good note. We end up having about 20 minutes. Hello, caller. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, it's Typo from Massachusetts, just saying hello.
Hi there. How you doing, Typo?
Good. It's great to hear your voice. Thanks for coming on for a short call. I have your silver.
Oh, you do?
And I have your, what's the name of that? Aurum? Is it Aurum?
Aurum. Oh, so you talk about the gold notes?
Yes.
Yes, Aurum.
And
so yeah.
I have to tell you, it's beautiful. Thank you so much for making that special.
Oh yeah. So yeah, the Aurum, that Aurum is a particular company of which I'm not a part of that, but then I do know what you're talking about, and those are of value as well. So those are the 1/10 gram notes, but the cash gold notes are different than the Aurum in design, but they still have the gold inside. So you're still doing good anyway. So.
Well, then I'll have to go back and get the cash gold note just so I can keep my status.
At the end of the day, no matter where you get it from, long as it's authentic, it's real, and it's something of value, you're fine. So cash gold or Aurum, it's all in the same family. You got some weight within the paper, and I believe that's okay with me.
Well, that's I feel better now.
Yeah.
Hey, I just wanted to make a comment about Trump's comment today.
Yeah, go ahead.
About the crash, and then also to make people mindful. Bear Independent came on tonight. Well, he's done it quite a few times now because of all the flooding and our crops being knocked out in the middle of the country. How that is going to affect the meat prices this coming winter.
Yeah.
And because a lot of those farmers had to go to the slaughter early because they have no hay.
Mm.
You know, they can't feed especially if you do organic or natural.
Yeah.
It's just way too expensive for the time being for them to keep it up. So what we're seeing here in the Northeast, I'm in Massachusetts, the price of natural beef has gone way down because there's so much supply.
Really? That I didn't know.
It went down noticeably. And that's interesting from an economic standpoint because you know that's going to rebound later on when we need the right amount of beef, and it won't be here.
Yeah, or it'll be here, but it's going to be at a much higher price than what it is now, more likely.
Yes, absolutely. And the farmers, if anyone's interested in Ice Age Farmer or all the other farmer interviews, it's really valuable to get an idea of how hard they've been hit. And the backup group is making their way over to Oklahoma, Arkansas, Ohio, all of those places to help them out because, first, we're Americans, and secondly, it matters in terms of Trump's warning. And I think it's really true. It's a follow-up from last year when he let us know. Remember last year? Do you happen to remember when he said it's going to be inflation, but we can rebound well? Remember when he said that last year? It's going to be a short time, but it's going to hurt, but only for a little while.
I don't offhand, but I definitely wouldn't put that past something he did say. His way of slightly saying truth, but yet saying it in a way where, the mainstream media probably would run with it or they wouldn't run with it type of thing. So, but yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, that's great. Okay. Well, it's really him reiterating because more new viewers are listening to him now, I think.
Yeah.
So he's really talking to us. My feeling is he's serious, and what we're going to experience really matters. And just to let others know, I've been buying freeze-dried corn, frozen corn, because that's one of the major crops that's been hit in China, Africa, and across our growing fields, as well as flour. And if you have any gluten intolerance kind of crap, really important to buy it now, because with the flooding, this year's crop is practically lost. We only have 30% in the ground. Next year, all of the new seeds they put in will be sopping up all that water from a flood. Well, think of a big farm. What the heck's in the water?
Yeah.
Right?
So
next year's stuff won't be as good. We give it 1 year to grow and clean and till the land and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So for anyone that's mindful about cost, it's really worthwhile to take him seriously. Yeah. That's it. That's my spiel.
Well, thank you for sharing that. And that's one thing I don't have a chance to cover much of, and that's the whole Midwest issue with the crops and the flooding and the weather disaster that's been intentionally done in that region. But thank you, as always, for sharing your thoughts on that, because definitely you keep on that, so I appreciate you for that. So thank you.
You're welcome. Have a great night.
Right,
Thanks for having a live call. Bye-bye.
Yeah, my pleasure. You too. Yeah, man, that is going to be an issue we're going to face. So that's just one in regards to food is going to be something we're going to deal with. So let me see. Looks like I got a new stream, a new chat or something in here. Let me figure this out, because let me refresh this page. So yeah, so it looks like I will get ready to dial back just because, answer this call, but because the stream doesn't flow smoothly, too many hiccups disrupt the flow of things, but we get this call. Hello, caller. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, Henry from Orlando.
Henry from Hello. How you doing, my friend? What's on your mind tonight?
I'm doing good, man. It's good to chat with you.
Yes, sir. What's
on my mind is this thing that Trump's gonna come out with here in first week of July,
which is
all the different stuff that everybody's talking about, that you're coming across with cryptocurrencies and possible situations that are going to take place. Just kind of want to see what your point of view is.
Okay, now you say the things that Trump's about to come out with after July 4th, you say?
Well, he's supposed to have some sort of coming out party or something. He's supposed to speak to the nation, and there's talk that, there could be some sort of currency switch at that time or something like that. Then you also try to tack in with this whole threatening a crash with him coming into the office again.
Yeah.
I think it's just another way for them to extend it if Trump stays in office again.
Interesting. Okay, so yeah, I was not aware, so I'm about to pull something up right now and just get the overview of it. But according to here, I just typed in Trump's speech, 4th of July, and it looks like Lincoln Memorial during the 4th of July. I'm going to pull this up on the screen if I can get here, just because I wasn't aware of it directly. So let me see. It says something about a celebration. Where's let me see if I can find it better. Give us a celebration. So it's mentioned something about a 4th of July celebration. Now, that seems kind of weird. I'm not sure what he might have in mind with that, but let's pull this up and see, because I wasn't aware of it until you just brought it to my attention.
Yeah, there's just a lot of people talking about, things that could be brought up.
It says
a lot of people saying that there could be a switch in reset or currency, maybe to a cryptocurrency or something like that.
Interesting. So, okay, so it says White House still silent about Trump's plans for the 4th of July celebration. And so, of course, always mainstream media on their heels, and he's obviously plotting or planning on something. So I don't know, but as far as the currency aspect of it, I don't think that I would anticipate hearing or seeing anything in relation to currency, especially at a time frame where he's talking about our country needing more easing. And so who's going to do the easing? It's going to be the Federal Reserve. And so I'm assuming he's intending on having this market continue on by utilizing some of the easing stimulus that's coming. So to create some type of parallel currency or something of that nature doesn't seem like it's something that will be smart, because that would really confuse people and it would really cause issues. But I know he's mentioned about opening up some files of all the things the things that's been hidden and closed and undocumented or whatever, all the cases or whatever is within those secret files that he's given Barr the permission to to open up. So perhaps there's some information out of there. Because celebrating, what are we celebrating? July 4th symbolizes, freedom. And so perhaps he's going to announce, some type of legislation or something, free us from, the powers that be or whatever. I don't know, but it definitely will be entertaining for sure. And the world will be glued in, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah, no, I can agree with you. I can see that too. What I was saying also is the 2020 re-election. Mm-hmm. It could be another way for them to continue to extend this whole thing with the market and trying to keep everything pumped up for another 4 more years.
Yeah, I don't doubt it. And so I know what's at stake at this current point is the need to keep people's confidence in the economy. And everything, unfortunately, revolves around the stock market. So everyone's net worth or perceived net wealth has a lot to do with their portfolio, investment portfolio, their housing, and all the other little intangible assets they have. So I would imagine they would want to keep this going as long as they can. The only problem is that they have more to worry about than just our own personal economy here in America, because every government around us is having their own issues, whether it be same situation, inflated housing, overpriced stock market. Citizens are basically tapped out. They're not borrowing, so credit's become the issue. So everyone's tapped out because of debt. So we're reaching a point to where, whether it's here or somewhere else, our country alone can't keep the world propped up as far as the confidence in the economy. So if a bubble bursts in Australia, it's going to make its way to our shores for sure. Or if something bursts in China, it's going to make its way here anyway. So I think whatever's going to happen will be triggered by something outside that will force us to respond here to keep confidence going, given the fact we're the leading economy / global reserve currency. So they're going to try to keep this thing propped up as long as they can, because once it's gone, it's gone. It's no reflating a bubble, because the bubble, when it bursts, is going to leave such a mess around this planet that you can't reinflate something that's burst. So they're going to have to create something new or have something else to roll out. And, perhaps this has something to do with it, but I doubt it. He has a game plan for life after this bubble burst, in my opinion.
Well, another thing, too, is that Facebook coin that they're coming out with, it seems more and more that they're trying to influence the public into switching to some sort of cryptocurrency, or at least getting them familiar with cryptocurrency.
Yeah, I agree. And so, my initial thought process all along is that the blockchain, cryptocurrency, all that stuff came about after the last recession and was intended to be rolled out and fully accepted by the public as a way out of that old system in preparation for what might be coming in the next system. So it's not by coincidence. I don't think whoever created it or whatever organization created it with the idea of helping free humanity from the control of a private central bank or central banks. So it wasn't to give us freedom. It was to prepare us for the next system that we're going to be solely dependent upon digits, and they're going to basically remove paper out of our possession, which is the last little bit of so-called freedom we have, because you can still have paper hidden somewhere, but once that's gone, you're solely digital and you're controlled based upon what is done on the blockchain or whatever chain they're going to start. So yeah, we're heading down a slippery slope that there'll be no returning to what would be considered normal, which is what we're in now for the most part in comparison to what's coming, in my opinion.
Well, I just want to leave you with one other thing too.
Yeah.
These are exciting times, like the fall of the Roman Empire. It's the same thing here. We're leading some exciting times right now.
Overall, I would agree as well. I still try to remain optimistic that despite everything of and everything that appears like it's coming to an end or shifting or changing, life will go on. It'll just be different than what we're used to now as far as our comforts, especially in this country here. So, but yet, as long as you can get up and breathe air, you can still get up and go do something. Now it's a matter of figuring out how to rebound from a debt-inflated economy and paper money and all the things that's enslaved humanity, and trying to get something going back where people actually depend upon themselves and not a government or relying upon credit to exist in this next world that we're going to be part of. So But hey, man, appreciate you calling as always and sharing your thoughts.
Thanks again, man.
Yep, have a good one.
All right, bye.
Yeah, man. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. I appreciate you calling. So yeah, I'm about to dial back. Tonight didn't flow as smoothly as I would have liked for it to flow because of the interruptions with the internet and all that stuff like that. But with that being the case, everybody who's new, if you've enjoyed the chat thus far, apart from interruptions, don't be afraid to hit the thumbs up button beneath the screen here. Show your support for the channel. More importantly, there's some resources here and some things here that can help you position yourself outside of what is considered mainstream and what has been presented as your only option, because that's not true. But other than that, everybody be blessed, be safe, and I will see you guys later. Peace.